Hello everybody, this is Sapphandra Knox and welcome back to Let's Program. Please don't mistake this as a tutorial or a kind of lesson video which will help you to get better in programming, because it is not a tutorial, it won't help you, it's just for fun, it's just for me, and it's just me sharing the fun I get when I program with you, okay? So let's start. Today I thought we could talk about how one could have ended Detroit Become Human. I didn't play the game, but I watched a lot of Let's Plays from the YouTubers Gronk, Tyrafine, and even Domtendo. And while I was watching and was waiting for the new episodes of the Let's Plays, I thought about some theories how it could have ended, or how it could end. And now I want to present you my theories, and you can call it fan fictions, how Detroit Become Human could have ended. One theory I had began to develop in my mind when Kamsky appeared in the plot, because no, it wasn't even Kamsky himself, it was an article in a newspaper or a book about him, that he was the first one who managed to build androids with a human mind. And I asked myself, what if Kamsky cheated? What if you can't program androids in that way that they would act like humans, so that it's impossible to program human knowledge or mind. And for example, I don't know if they already have made robots who have a sense for beauty, because that's a very humane thing. And when you can't program a human mind, how can you make things who have a human mind, which have a human mind? Well, maybe if you take human minds and put them in them. Yeah, that's kind of creepy, but I really had the theory that all of the androids have the brain of dead people in their heads. That sounds a little bit crazy, I know, but that was the theory I had. But think about it. This could have been a good way to end the conflict. When they recognize androids are humans because they have human minds, then the conflict would be solved. That was my idea. And now it's not very good and it has no much evidence, because if there are human brains in the androids, then Connor couldn't have been revived when he was shot in the head. So to make this theory possible, Connor should have never been hit in the head by a bullet, because if you hit a brain with a bullet, then it's damaged, then everything is gone, and you can't act as before, because you lost a lot of brain cells that are very important for you. And maybe this could have been a better ending for Hank. So, because when they take the brains of dead people and put them into the androids, maybe Cole's brain is put into some of the androids. So maybe Hank could find Cole. And now he got with Sonna some replacement, but this would have been a lot cuter. That's at least my opinion. The next two theories and ideas how it could have ended are centered around Connor. So one of my theories was that Connor is so good in being a free robot hunter because he's a cyborg. You know, half machine, half human people. And that was also one of my questions I had when I watched the Let's Plays. When androids are discriminated, what is with cyborgs? Are they discriminated too? Because that's very interesting. And I had the crazy imagination that cyborgs don't have to be people who had all of their body parts and then lost one and got it replaced. No, I thought maybe cyborgs could also be people who never lived with all of their body parts complete. I thought about people who were born dead, maybe, and then they revived them but couldn't revive them with all of their parts, so they had to replace some with robotic arms and so on, with bionic body parts. That was my idea, and I thought with this idea that maybe Connor could be Amanda's son, and she gave him away for experiments how to make cyborgs. And I thought about a dramatic reveal that he's a cyborg. He is injured at the one side from at his one hand and injured at the other hand, and from the one hand drips blue blood and from the other red blood. And this would be so epic. I know this idea is also only possible when Connor is never shot in the head and is never been replaced. Because, like in my first theory, when you can replace them, that means that their brain is replaceable. But when he's a cyborg or a robot with a human brain in his head, which is also a cyborg, then you can't replace his human body parts. And yeah, I thought then when Connor is injured by bullets, maybe it's only his bionic parts, so no one recognizes that he's a cyborg. But then later, like I said, this dramatic reveal could happen. I think the third theory I'm gonna tell you in video 3 because it's a little bit longer and I want to surprise you too. I hope you liked the video. I know I'm talking a lot of rubbish and my ideas how it could have ended are not very good because it already ended very good. And yes, that's something I want to say too. I don't dislike the ending of Detroit Become Human, but it's like when you think always how it could have ended, and you always think before you even know the end. It's very, very likely that you're gonna be disappointed because how you would have end something is how you would end something is always that way that appeals more to you. At least it's often that way. So I just want to say I don't dislike the original ending. I really like it. The only thing I didn't like at Detroit Become Human was that Connor was replaceable. But that's just my opinion. Okay, so I would end the record now. Bye.